Jay, the good for you guy, and I'm here at the World Tea Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm here with James Oliveira. Did I say that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, great. With Aiya Matcha tea. I love matcha. I enjoy it every single day, but I know a lot of people that don't even know what matcha is. So I figured I would talk to James here and see if he can let us know a little bit about matcha. So tell us a little bit about matcha and Aiya.
Sure. First off, let me just introduce Aiya. So first, Aiya, we're actually a family-owned company. We've been around since 1880, specialized in manufacturing and making matcha green tea. Now, matcha, in basic layman's terms, is just the actual green tea leaves grounded down to a powder. Now, it is a little bit more involved, though, so it is actually grown differently. It's actually shade grown a month before harvesting. Once they harvest the leaves, they'll then devein the leaves and remove the stems and veins, take the best part of the leaf, and then take that and grind it down into a powder. Traditionally, it's always been used in the Japanese tea ceremony, but now in modern times, you may see it used as an ingredient in a lot of other beverages and food items.
I was gonna say, a lot of people bake with it now, making cookies and scones and all kinds of rolls and ice cream. I mean, you can find matcha in a lot of different food products as well now too.
Oh yes, I mean, I think in the West here, especially in the United States and other Western countries, we're just seeing the versatility of matcha. If you ever have the chance to actually go to Japan, they use it quite often in different desserts and other confectionaries, even some savory items. They use it as a flavoring agent to give it that green tea flavor. But I think we're just learning and discovering the versatility and all the uses of matcha here.
Now we know that a lot of the audience now are really looking at health and finding healthier ways, to eat and drink and that sort of thing. So tell us a little bit about the health benefits specifically about matcha.
Sure. I mean, when it comes to health benefits, people look at three key things. So one is the whole leaf or the whole food context, because matcha, since it's the actual tea grounded out to a powder, whenever you consume something matcha, it's like you're ingesting the whole tea leaf, getting 100% of the health benefits as opposed to steeped tea.
Right.
Because once you steep the tea leaves, you tend to throw them away, so a lot of the nutrients will be discarded as well. So they say it takes about 10 cups of steeped green tea to make 1 cup of matcha in terms of nutrients-wise. But again, with steeped tea, you're only getting the water-soluble nutrients, not the insoluble nutrients that you'll get with matcha, like you get the plant proteins, vitamin A, vitamin B, chlorophyll, things like that. Next thing is people look at the antioxidants in matcha. Matcha is packed full of
It is pretty high antioxidant. I know that's the big thing with green tea, but this, because you're taking in the whole leaf, I imagine it's much higher.
Exactly. So like, for example, like some people look at, green tea does have a lot, or like white tea, but because you're only steeping it, you're only getting a fraction of those antioxidants, not everything. If you were actually white tea, you get a tremendous amount of antioxidants as well. That's why matcha is just that it's packed full of it. It has much more like other superfoods that are antioxidant rich foods like blueberries, pomegranates, acai berries, things like that. And then the last thing people look at matcha for is the natural energy. So matcha does contain caffeine naturally. It's about half the amount of a regular cup of coffee, but what makes matcha different is that it contains an amino acid called L-theanine, so it allows your body to more slowly absorb that caffeine, so you don't have that slight crash and jittery feeling that goes
like you do with coffee.
Exactly. So you'll probably get more of a lasting energy, maybe 3 to 6 hours a day.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Is there anything new that Aiya is going to be coming out with in the next future that you're able to talk about? Something interesting, or something that maybe you've already done? They're very award-winning. See this back here? It's pretty cool.
Actually, this year we actually started introducing our Urasenke Tea Master Preferred Matcha. So the thing that is kind of out there is that...
That sounds very important, James. That sounds very,
The reason being is that with matcha, there's so many people that say ceremonial grade, and there's no governing body to say, hey, the quality needs to be this good to be considered like ceremony grade or used for tea ceremony. But in Japan, at a Urasenke is what they call a tea master school. That's actually where you go to learn how to perform the actual tea ceremony. And they're only going to use high quality matcha in their school and promote that and actually use it for the actual tea ceremony, because the point of the tea ceremony is always that it's so elaborate because they have this saying called Ichigo Ichie, which is once in a lifetime like meaning or chance. So when you have a guest, you want to have this ceremony to celebrate. You never know when you're going to see them again, and especially in olden times when they're traveling great distance, you don't know. It could be
so it's a very social thing
exactly.
as well. Yeah.
It could be months, years down the line that you may not see them, or you may never even see them again. So you want it to be very special, providing high quality tea for that experience. So we see that Urasenke at least having a in endorsed matcha, it shows that they're at least an authority figure in that sense to say that, hey, the quality is good enough to be used for a tea ceremony. So we kind of introduced that and started to bring that over here to America. I think we started maybe about January, so it's been about 5 or 6 months now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, what are the awards up here that we have behind? I know you have some on the other side, but what are these awards for?
Well, on the other side, we have some awards for a matcha, but this is actually for some of our loose leaf teas and stuff like that. So that's actually a new product too that we actually just launched this year, because people know us for matcha, that's what we specialize in, but we do have other Japanese loose leaf green tea. We have a lot of premium tea, but what we launched this year is actually a tea bag line that's a little bit more economical. Usually the average retail price is around $10 or less. It's more to appeal to the people that are just getting into tea. Sometimes just getting into tea, they could be lost in a sea of so many types of tea, different brands and qualities, and they may not want to spend a lot right off the bat.
Right.
Like at least there's a way that they could dive in, have at least a good quality tea, but not spend too much until they learn a little bit more about it, and they might venture into more premium teas.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Well, is there any closing comments you want to make about Aiya and why people should choose Aiya for matcha?
I mean, we're a family-owned company. We've been around since 1888, so 128 years. So we've been specialized. So I hope that we've been doing something right. We've been around here this long, and we are the largest manufacturer. So we can supply all your needs, no matter what it is. I'm sure we can work with you. And if you need more information, you always go to our website at aiya-america.com. Feel free to email us, give us a call. We're even here to help answer any questions you know.
Facebook, they can like you.
We got everything.
All the social media. That's the thing these days, the social media, right?
Yeah, so we have everything. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything like that.
I know you guys have got some YouTube videos on there too. I was paying attention to some of those before we came out here as well.
Yeah, and definitely what we've been doing too is working with a lot of food bloggers to come up with different recipes for matcha, whether it be drink, food, desserts, savory items. That way, again, it's just to promote the different uses of matcha and get it out there.
That's fantastic. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, James. I appreciate you taking the time and talking to us. And also subscribe and like us on Facebook, the Good For You guy, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks so much.